young Bobby Engels has a problem. He needs to earn the respect of his peers. So he gets Sega Genesis, the ultimate action system. And then he buys Mortal Kombat, the arcade edition, and the all-new Shinobi III, and Marvel's X-Men. Now, things are pretty much okay.
I said chocolate chip. Say it. Say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's come on, start this thing off, baby. Let's start this thing off at number 10. Has to be Sketching. Y'all want to like Sketching? What the heck is Sketching? Listen, Sketching was a game where you pretty much got on your rollerblades and you was hitchhiking and slingshotting off of cars, and you raced the whole. Go to different cities and you race and do slingshot. Pretty much the cats that made Road Rash made this game. Back then in the 90s, apparently it was a thing where people on rollerblades were getting in the car, not getting in the car, but getting on rollerblades and grabbing on the cars and racing throughout the whole city. And there's a whole little circuit of you go to San Francisco, you go to Los Angeles, and everything. And it was tight game. And what made me what was trip about it, they actually made a movie about sketching. They didn't call it sketching. It was I think it was called Airblade or something. I forgot the name of the movie. I have a link in the description to the movie. It had Seth Green in it and some other guy in it, and two people that you might have known. But it was tight. They pretty much, when I saw that movie, I was like, man, that's sketching. But sketching is a tight game. If you like Road Rash, all my Road Rash fans out there, if you like Road Rash, you will like Sketching. Sketching is Road Rash pretty much without the bike. It's just you on rollerblades, you get on top of cars, you slingshot off of cars, you can hit folks with bats and chains, and you got to race through the whole race and try to get first place. And you know, just like on Road Rash, you can upgrade your stuff. You can upgrade your stuff on here. You upgrade your skates, your wheels. And it's just tight, man. If you like Road Rash, you're gonna like Sketching. Sketching was a great game. I still love it. I wish they bring it back out. I wish they would bring it back out on modern day consoles. It would be fun. I guess a lot of people ain't doing that no more. You know, slingshotting off of cars and stuff. But overall, I love Sketching. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 10 has to be Sketching. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at number 9 has to be Rostar. This game to me, ladies and gentlemen, was like a hidden gem. I didn't know about this game until I played it on the Sega Genesis channel. It blew past my radar. I think this game came out right around the time the PlayStation 1 or Sega Saturn was coming out, so it kind of ran on everybody's radar. But Rostar is awesome, man. It's pretty much a story about the hero of the galaxy get captured, and you got to play as the hero's son, Rostar, and he got these little long stretchy arms, can stretch out and reach out and touch somebody's hand. I'm stop being silly. He reach out and grab people with his arms. It's pretty tight. And when he grab people, the enemies, and they disappear and turn black, and it's pretty tight. Like the Sonic team kind of took inspiration from Mario, because the enemies on there kind of look like the little Koopa Troopas, not Koopa Troopas, but the little things on Mario 1. Them little things. It look just like them. You can reach out there and grab them, and they disappear once you grab them, and it's pretty tight, man. And the music on here, what got me was the music. And I remember coming home from school and just going to the Sega channel and playing this game, and I didn't even know about this game. I didn't know nothing about Rostar because it kind of like went under the radar. It was one of those late great Sega Genesis titles, and when this thing came out, it was just amazing. I love the music. My favorite song on there is Stage 2 Planet Undertow. One of the greatest Sega Genesis games of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not played this game, pick it up. It is on the Sega Genesis collection on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. And I'm pretty sure you can get it on the PS3 and 360. It is available somewhere everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Pick this game up if you can't. Don't try to buy the cartridge. They're going to probably charge you an arm and leg because retro gaming business just got out of hand. But if you want to just play the game, pick it up, man. Pick it up on the Sega Genesis Classic Collection. Pretty great collection to have. Probably you see about $20, $30 at the most. Pick it up. I highly recommend it. Moving right along. Moving right along. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep the countdown rolling, shall we? Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 8 is Road Rash 3. Why you say Road Rash 3? Road Rash 3, because they took what was good on Road Rash 2 and improved on it. I didn't think they could, but they did. They actually made the graphics better, in my opinion. The music got better, the upgrades got better. It's an overall better game, Road Rash 3 is. First played this one on Sega channel. Enjoyed it. I like what they did with the graphics. I like what they did with the aesthetics. I like what they did with the sound effects and how the police can bust you on there and how you get different weapons you can upgrade with, more bikes. This is pretty much Road Rash 2 and Road Rash 3. 3 is like an upgrade of Road Rash 2 in my opinion. Wasn't a downgrade. I know some people disagree with me saying that it was a downgrade. I don't think it was a downgrade. I think it was an upgrade. So I agree with Road Rash 3. That's why I come on number 8 on my list. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Add to it. And that's what they did, man. They did a great job by adding to this thing and made it even better than the first one. I enjoyed it. I really, 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 really enjoyed it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we grind this thing down to number 7, ladies and gentlemen. Number 7 is a last minute entry. Has to be Gunstar Heroes. Reason why I said this, man, because shouts out to my brother from another mother, Mike. He put me on this game. This is Treasure. Treasure are known for making hard games or hard shooters. There's this one boss on there, he switched different forms. He like the main dude that you talking to, his brother or something, and he had like 7 or 8 different boss forms, and it was crazy. I like, you kill one and you think, all right, I'm done. No, you ain't. You kill that one, oh, I'm done. No, you ain't. You kill that one, I'm done. No, you ain't done. This boss has had like, I think he has the most forms I ever seen in the boss in a game, for real. Shouts out to Treasure, man, making hard games. If anybody else knows a game that has more boss forms than the one I'm talking about on Gunstar Heroes, let me know. I really want to know that, because I need to, because that was hard. Most games, they punish you and you don't want to play no more because it's just ridiculous. Gunstar Heroes is the exact opposite. They punish you, but it makes you still want to play the game because it makes you like, man, you got to get good. Gunstar Heroes did his thing, man. Run and gun at its finest, a good old run and gun shooter. It was Sega's, I guess you could say, Sega's answer to, well, I can't say Contra, because Contra did come out on Sega Genesis. I guess it was his own unique thing, but Sega had an exclusive with that, man. It was a pretty good game, Gunstar Heroes. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in at number 7 has to be Gunstar Heroes. Moving right along, moving right along. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it going, baby. Number 6. Number 6 has to be Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 takes number 6 spot, man, because the music. The music of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is off the chain. And if you didn't know, they remade Sonic the Hedgehog 3 on the Sonic Heroes, some type of collection. I'll have it up there. And they took out a lot of Michael Jackson music, and I don't understand that. I understand license. Well, I kind of understand because licensing issues. But yeah, man, Michael Jackson, one of the greatest entertainers, if not the greatest entertainer of all time, made some of the greatest music. It was always a rumor back in the day. They were saying, yeah, man, Michael Jackson helped make the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 soundtrack. I never did know that. I thought it was a rumor, but apparently it was true. And the best songs he did was Ice Cap Zone and the final credits. When you beat the game, that's some of the best music in any video game, man. Some of the best music. Ice Cap Zone, Hydra, the whole Sonic 3, the Hedgehog 3 soundtrack is amazing. It's probably my favorite one out of all the 3 Sonic Hedgehog. This probably has the best soundtrack on it, man. Michael Jackson did his thing. Cause see, back in the day, Michael Jackson was doing his thing with Sega. They were doing a lot of stuff with Sega, and Sega tried to drop him like a bad habit when that little accusation came out with him and the child molesting thing, and which I still don't, to this day, I don't think he did. I think that was just them trying to hate on Michael Jackson, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, that soundtrack. What gets this game up in my top 10 is the soundtrack. And this game is actually shorter than Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and it's just the soundtrack is off the chain. And then, if you didn't know about the story on this one, Sonic on a whole nother island, and he's facing off against Knuckles, getting tricked by Dr. Robotnik. And if you didn't know Sonic the Hedgehog 3, you can actually, it's like an add-on to Sonic and Knuckles. You get Sonic and Knuckles, you can play Sonic and Knuckles with Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And it's like the first time I ever seen an ad. Sega did some DLC back then, but they actually made you go out and buy the cartridge. That was pretty tight though, I like it. But coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 6 is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Moving right along, moving right along.
arcade graphics.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does.
16-bit sports action.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis does.
Get Joe Montana free, Pat Riley free, Buster Douglas free, Super Monaco GP free, or Collins free.
Genesis does.
What Nintendo don't? Buy a 16-bit Genesis system between now and October 31st and get an extra game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at number 5, and I'm gonna stay alive. Number 5, staying alive. Ha, ha, ha. Let me stop. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 5 has to be Comic Zone. Comic Zone, man, was the first time I ever seen in a video game where they took comic books and made a video game out of it. That was tight, and then made it a beat 'em up. And as you know, I love beat 'em ups. Beat 'em ups is some of my favorite genre of video games of all time. Love beat 'em ups. And with this bad boy, Comic Zone, this game was actually hard, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I ever beat this game without cheating. I'll be honest with you, I think I beat this game using the cheat code, the invincibility code. I think that's how I beat the game. I never did beat it the regular way. I tried it lately, went back and tried it lately and tried to do it without the invincibility code. I think I could only get to close to the last stage, and that was it. Because this game is hard. Back then, they didn't hold your hand with games back then. But pretty much in this story, you play as the guy that pretty much, I forgot his name, Turner. Yeah, well done, Turner. Yeah, that's right. He created a story in the comic book, and next thing you know, his story he created comes out and puts him in the story and trying to kill him. That's crazy. And you pretty much have to go through the story that he created and save your rat and save old girl and try to get out of this comic book story that the old boy created, that you created. Then the main villain trying to trap you up in there and keep you in there. He trying to go to the real world. That's crazy. It make you not want to create something with a story like that. But it's pretty tight, man. You go through there, learn how to be a superhero, and just a great classic beat 'em up with a comic book twist to it. They did a great job. I give whoever created this credit. That was a great job, great creative mind. I love it. I love this game. Played it a lot of times. I need to go back and play it again. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in at number 5 is Comic Zone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're dwindling this thing down, ladies and gentlemen, for you guys and girls. Glad you're still here with me. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 4 is Shinobi 3. This Shinobi game was great. I played the first two. I think I actually played the first two. I didn't like them as much. I liked them, but I didn't like them as much as I did Part 3. Part 3 I first played on the Sega channel. Believe it or not, me and my folks, we had Sega channel back in the day, which was pretty much before its time. It was tight. Sega was innovative with a lot of things, but Shinobi 3 pretty much you play as the ninja, Joe Musashi, and you got to take down the Z Corporation. And this game I actually beat it. It took me a minute, but I actually beat it. I had to code in the infinite shurikens. Shurikens. Let me make sure I say it right. Shurikens. I said shuriken like shuriken. Let me stop. Infinite shuriken code, and with that infinite shuriken code, I was able to beat it. And it's pretty hard, even with that code, because you still got to go through the whole game. But I played through it, and man, that last boss wasn't no joke. You gotta pretty much, they put a ninja to the test on this game. You got going through all these obstacles and trying to get through the obstacles and everything, get through the stages, and some of the greatest music of all time on this game too. I love the music. They did their thing. Sega did their thing. I think Yuzo Koshiro helped make the music on Shinobi 3. Correct me if I'm wrong down there in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure Yuzo Koshiro helped make this soundtrack. He did a great job. Whoever did, they did a great job on this game. Typical ninja game, jumping, high flying, going through stages, pretty much taking down the enemy. I like it. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 4, Shinobi 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 3 is Streets of Rage 3. I know y'all probably think, Streets of Rage 3, what in the world, sidekicks? Yes, Streets of Rage 3, ladies and gentlemen. This game gets a lot of flack. A lot of people don't like to rank it as good as the first Streets of Rage or the second Streets of Rage. Don't get me wrong, the first and second Streets of Rage are great games. I am not taking them away from it. But Streets of Rage 3 is actually, to me, a very great underrated game. And let me tell you why. Because I didn't realize it till the other day that I don't beat this game so many times, a whole bunch of times, because I liked it so much. Because it's so many different versions of this game. Like the Japanese version of this game, Bare Knuckle 3, it's a whole totally different storyline than the Streets of Rage 3 American version of this game. American version of this game, you like fight, you know, it's about robots or something. Robots are getting placed with the mayor of the city, and the third one, the one overseas, the Japanese version of the game, is totally different. It's like a whole nother storyline. Two different storylines. Then you got the censorship that they got going on. Streets of Rage 3, you know, they cover up the women's legs in Streets of Rage 3 in America, and then overseas they don't. Streets of Rage 3 in America, they don't give you the character Ash, the gay homosexual guy. In Japan they do. There's so many different versions to this game, man. That's what I liked about Streets of Rage 3. They give you, it's 3 or 4 different versions of Streets of Rage 3. And I done beat this game so many times, Streets of Rage 3, because, hey, I just like the game. I didn't realize until the other day that this game, I've beaten this game a whole bunch of times. More so than I have beaten the actual first Streets of Rage game. And I was like, dang, I don't beat Streets of Rage 3 so many times. But yeah, that's what I like about Streets of Rage 3, the different versions and different outtakes and stuff that they took out of the game. And you know, like I said, you can pretty much get the different versions of the game now, because you know, you buy that Streets of Rage, that Sonic, what collection that is. One of these Sega Genesis collection they got on PS4 and Xbox One. You can buy it now, and then you can actually play the Japanese version of that game. But if you want English subtitles, basically you go look up a patch note. Somebody got it out there where you can see the English version of the Japanese version of the game. It's a totally different game, I'm telling you. It played the same, but the storyline is different. It's pretty tight, man. So yeah, I got to give Streets of Rage 3 its credit. It gets underrated a lot. I understand, because you know it's not as good as the second one, but I got to give Streets of Rage 3 its credit. In my top 10 list, coming in at number 3 is Streets of Rage 3. Gotta give it its credit. You get to play with a freaking kangaroo. A kangaroo. Have you ever seen that? Number 2. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Let me stop. Anyways, coming in at number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Why it comes so far up in my list? Because this was the first time ever I saw Super Sonic. I mean, you know who this was off of. Whoever made Super Sonic, they were a big, huge fan of Dragon Ball Z. And I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. My favorite anime of all time, still to this day. And, you know, they had Sonic turn into pretty much a Super Saiyan. The Sonic version of it. And that right there, when I first learned about it, shout out to my friend, Brian. He gave me this code back in the day. He said, yeah, Sidekicks, put this code in, and I figured out how to get Super Sonic. That took the game to a whole nother level. Super Sonic is pretty much invincible and vulnerable. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, man. Super Sonic, that says it all. And pretty much they took what worked on Sonic and added to it. Now, not only you got Sonic, you got Tails with him. You can play as Tails, and pretty much Tails, you play through the game with Tails, he pretty much invulnerable. Having Tails with you, that's how you beat the game. You let your brother, when I played, I had my little brother, he used to always play as Tails. He used to go up there and fight the enemy for it. That's how we was able to beat this game. Yeah, Tails do his thing. Then not only that, you got the 2-player split screen you can do now. Go through the 2-player split screen, play through little thing, so more than one person can play. Then you had the thing where you could race each other on the the bonus stage. How you get chaos emeralds? Hey, Sega did a great job on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. They took what with Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and just made it better. If it wasn't broke, they didn't try to fix it. They added to it. Shout out to Sega doing that. Appreciate you, Sonic team. Y'all knew what you was doing. But yeah, what can I say? Sonic the Hedgehog 2, man. Great game. If you haven't played Sonic the Hedgehog 2, they got so many versions of it out there now. Go check it out. Pick up the PS4 or Xbox One or Nintendo Switch version of it, because I heard Sonic Heroes, they done cut some stuff out of it. So I recommend you go pick up the I have a link in the description for if y'all want to check it out though. But yeah. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 2 is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you all have been waiting for, my number 1 Sega Genesis game of all time. Let's get this thing going, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't finna dispense this thing no longer. Let me stop this. Anyways, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 1 is Streets of Rage 2. Wow. Why I say Streets of Rage 2, ladies and gentlemen? To this day, I can go back and play Streets of Rage 2 right now and won't get tired of it. How you know something is your favorite of all time? You can go back and play it over and over and over and over again, and I won't get tired of it. Like this one, you know, like they gave you a top 10 games you want to be, only could be able to play for the rest of your life trapped on an island somewhere. Streets of Rage 2 would be it. Sega did everything right, ladies and gentlemen. Now I first played the Final Fight games. Final Fight was great. Sega did their thing, and this was Sega's answer to Final Fight. Because I don't know what the heck crap they was doing when they made Final Fight 1 and made it on Super Nintendo and made it one player only. That was the stupidest thing Super Nintendo ever could have did. I don't know why they did that, but either way, Sega came up with their thing. They did an answer. Streets of Rage 2, that's perfect. Probably one of the best beat 'em ups of all time. Axel, Blaze, my boy Skate, my favorite Street Rage character, Max. And just going through there, and you know, the story is Mr. X, he done came back, wanted his revenge, and he done kidnapped Adam from the first game. And you got to go through this game and just get him back, man. So there's a new mode that you got to unlock after you beat it on the hardest level. It unlocks Mania mode on this game. And that was a tight touch to it. That's pretty much replay value. That's pretty tight. And just overall a great beat 'em up fun game. Even people that don't even like beat 'em ups would love Street Rage 2. If you don't even know what a video game is, you would love Street Rage 2 because that's how fun and simplistic and good it is. Because it's just good, clean, beat 'em up fun. Go through 8 stages and go through there, beat up the enemy. You got a common goal, beat 'em up. Gotta get your thing and save the world, get your brother back, get Adam back. So, hey, great game. Great game. Awesome game. Probably one of my favorite beat 'em ups of all time. Period. But ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps up for this rendition of my top 10 favorite Sega Genesis games of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys and girls to leave comments below of your top 10 favorite Sega Genesis games of all time. Tell me ones I missed, tell me yours down there in the comment section. Remember, don't get mad at me. This is my list. Put your list down there in the comment section for me. I do read the comments. Thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great videos on the way. Sidekicks 912 signing out. Peace out.